Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to take a look at a massive roll cloud sent in by Mark out of Plano, Texas. Got an unusual square in the sky, believe it or not, some sort of a cube that was noticed by Desi from Chesapeake, Virginia, back on August 28th, just a few days ago, during a storm. She actually pulled over to the side of the road and started filming that thing. Really cool. I also have a brand new picture slideshow I put together. New sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world, but we're going to start with this massive roll cloud sent in by Mark.
There you go, Mr. BBBBB.
From Plano,
This will be
Texas.
my first upload to you. This is one of those crazy long tubular shelf clouds or whatever they call them.
That is a very long roll cloud extending as far as he could see in both directions. Wouldn't even fit in the camera. It was so long. Probably that thing may have went for hundreds, a couple hundred miles possibly, when you can confirm them on satellite presentation. Sometimes they do go for a few hundred miles. Just incredible. It's hard to tell at ground level because you can't see that far. But he did a great job with the photos and video he sent in. Look how low that is to the ground. It looks like it's almost on top of those stadium lights right there. Great footage by Mark G out of Plano, Texas. We're also going to hop over here and check the Schumann resonance, as there's an unusual data signature in the readings over here at the Schumann site where we check the Schumann resonance. Haven't seen anything like that in a long time. I'm wondering if it's associated with the high-speed stream of solar wind that we've been incoming from that coronal hole that's actually been causing auroras up in the northern tier. I'm just wondering if that's what it is. I'm not sure. I can't, conclude decisively, yeah, that's from the coronal hole. It could be, but we've been in the coronal hole now for 3 or 4 days, if not longer, and we've seen some spikes over here, which is very common when you're inside of a coronal hole. But this here, something kind of unique. Don't know. We'll keep an eye on it, though, and see if anything else occurs. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera. Another day at the caldera. What we're looking for are bigger spikes. We've come to the conclusion that this is the new norm, especially up here in the northwestern quadrant. Just a steady flow of energy every single day, 24 hours a day. Every once in a while we'll see an earthquake show up on here that may have occurred somewhere else around the world. These are seismographs, and that's what they do. They detect ground movement, and there's a lot of movement here that they've been detecting lately, albeit small, but nevertheless it's movement in the supervolcano caldera. And that's a pretty big deal. Speaking of big deal, we're going to hop down here to Chesapeake, Virginia, where a young lady by the name of Desi noticed a square in the sky up here. I'm going to play the original video, and you can hear her narrating as she's watching this thing in absolute astonishment. She actually pulled her car over, stopped, and started recording this thing prior to, or actually during, a storm. Check this out.
Like a wow, oh my god, how's this not picking up on camera? There it is. It's like a square in the sky. What the, you see that? It's like a square in the sky, yeah? Look at that. What the is that? Very bright to the naked eye. Look, houses. It's just. I'll zoom out. See? It's crazy. It's like a portal. See me? Not really, it's too dark. Look, it's still there. It's still there, it's just hard to see, but it's definitely visible to me.
She literally stopped her car to record that thing, whatever it was, and you could see there with that last lightning flash, it's gone. It was hovering right up here. Looked like a three-dimensional cube, or at least the lights on the corners. There was a unique light on the front. I'm going to show you an enhanced version, about 15 seconds worth of that same cube. Right there it is when she first saw it, and it was at its brightest point. It was up there for over 2 minutes, and then it just disappeared. I was trying to look for some sort of a surface feature other than lights, and there was nothing detectable. You could see the lights on corners or straight edges or whatever, and then that one bright light right there, or could be a collection of other lights, and then it just disappeared. Never had seen anything like it, and neither had she. It was right there during the storm, just hovering in the sky. Didn't make any noise. Very bright to the naked eye, she said. It wasn't as bright in the camera as she thought it would be, and then it just disappeared. A very unusual moment there out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Caught on video by Desi R. Good job. Here's some new sky phenomena photos that have been sent in recently. Tracy Yu out of Christchurch, New Zealand. Spectacular fiery orange sky. And this is before the sky went orange. Got some very unique clouds up there. Looks like a painting. This is the sky the other day when I got up early in the morning, was outside looking at the moon, and it looked like a blood moon. Literally, that was a 99% full moon, but it really looked orange on that morning. That was unedited. Brian out of Navarre, Florida. Spectacular sky before the storms made their way into the Florida Panhandle a few days ago. Here's another look at that very long roll cloud sent in by Mark out of Plano, Texas, with a blue background. Colorado, CJ. Another fiery golden sky. This here is a faraway view of this craft right there. That's a stealth noticed by CJ out of Colorado. Photo here was sent in from India. It looks like a big shadow up in the sky. Very dark shadow amongst all the bright light and clouds. Beautiful photo here sent in by Anna out of Valley, England. Pink sky, that's unedited. That's how I received it. Here's a radar screen grab of a storm that went through Memphis a few nights ago. And a young lady by the name of Zai took some video footage of the sky, like right there. I'm going to pause it. That's lightning. That's not a transformer or anything like that. She noticed the sky was lighting up not only blue like that, but red. Look at that red glow the sky had. She found that very, very odd, and I got to admit, that is unusual. There's another burst of the red and blue. Caleb out of Minnesota. Got some colorful clouds in the proximity of the sun. Cosby, Tennessee. The photo was sent in by Frank and Rita, their friend Carbo. On this day, and keep in mind they live here, this is something new. They've seen fog, but on this day, a cloud literally sat in the backyard of that house, or at least right next to it. That's not fog, they said, because it would be everywhere. They said the sky just sat in the backyard. Charlie W. out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Spectacular orange sky. And then what looks like a triangle craft up in the sky. You happen to notice? How about that? Doesn't get much more obvious than that. That's a perfect triangle. Great job, Charlie. Thanks for sharing. Got some incredible lightning photos here sent in by Chris. Unreal. Out of Port Aransas, Texas. Look at that. Talk about a Kodak moment. Just beautiful photos. Simply beautiful. Look at the color here. All kinds of purple and gray and blue and green and light green, orange. Here's the sun setting out across the Gulf. Big shelf cloud up in the sky. Kind of like we saw in Plano, Texas, but that has a big bow to it. Michael out of Panama City Beach, Florida. Another beautiful photo out over the Gulf. Marco Solo out of Nashville, Tennessee. Big rope-looking cloud up in the sky. Looks like a roll cloud, but at a steep angle. Oviedo, Florida. Danny C. Big beams scattering across the sky, ricocheting off of some tall clouds. Wendy L. out of Northeast Georgia. Big jumbo halo around the sun. And then she noticed a square in the sky. Wendy doesn't miss too much down there in Georgia. And that right there is something that she noticed in the sky. Looks like a perfect square with 90-degree angles there and there. Stephanie A. out of Ahwatukee, Arizona. Moonlight, and I think that's a planet over here to the right, maybe a bright star, ricocheting off of the clouds. Mike R. out of Delaware. big, ominous-looking shelf cloud that's literally touching the ground. Actually, there's two. That's a double-decker. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery, and sometimes I'll use them in a picture slideshow, just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.